I am always told, brother, listen to me, brother. That Reality's Temple thing that you got ain't never gonna go nowhere. Nobody listening to Angel Snubbing Upset. I'm gonna tell you why. It's not gonna go nowhere. And 2 reasons, bro. 2 reasons, bro. I know people been you got a few idiots out here that listen to Angel Snubbing Up 7. I understand that, bro. But the reason why, well, first of all, you got a bad attitude. That's your number 1 problem. Snubbing Up. You got a bad problem. You got a bad attitude problem. You think you all that and you not, especially that stuff that you talking on that Reality's Temple crap. Number 2, why your Reality's Temple ain't kicking off is because you ain't connected to Mother Africa. You disconnecting yourself from the black community. You don't even call, what is a soul brother? What the hell is a soul brother? Come on. Brother, you is lost. Angel Snubbed Up 7, brother, you is lost. Number 2, you need to connect with Africa. You need to learn how to love yourself. Yourself as an African man. Harababa Ghani, Shabobo. You got to get with the program. Number 3, you should know better than this. How you going to be a black man? How you going to be a black man? How you going to be a black man and not believe in God? Black people all over the world, no matter where you go in a society, primitive society, wherever you find melanated people, brother, your ancestors, man, are connected to God, to the spiritual world. Boy, brother, Angel Snubbing Up 7, you is lost. You got a bad attitude. You deny your African self, Mother Africa. You talk about some soul stuff, whatever the hell. What the hell is a soul, man? I don't know that. And you don't want to get with the program knowing black people love God. Oh. So this is what I am told. The Reality's Temple on Earth, Angel Snubbing Up 7. The reason why I'm not popular, the reason why folks are not listening to Angel Snubbing Up 7 because of these 3 things. My bad attitude, I deny my blackness, my African side, my African self, and spirituality. Black people, melanated people are very spiritual. This video, we want to focus on number 3, spirituality. What the hell is that? Black people are a spiritual people. The origins of spirituality is rooted and founded in worship of the dead, fear of the unknown. That's where it comes from. In order for you to have a spirit, something has to be alive. Then it dies, and the spirit or the soul comes from that flesh and blood, that material body. And those who are left intact, they worship that soul. They worship that spirit. It is the fear of the unknown. My first question is, that's fine. What does this, or how does this belief, it's a belief. How has this helped the melanated people? Do it stop bombs from dropping on you? Do it stop earthquakes? Do it stop floods? Would it stop that cop from crushing the throat of George Floyd? Or Eric Garner being choked out? Or Trayvon Martin being shot in the heart? What does your spirituality do? What is the power? We are a spiritual people. Maybe that's the reason why you're on the bottom. Because of your nonsense. Because you have a belief and a trust in ancient and illiterate ass people who did not understand life, who do not understand how this world actually functions. So instead of waiting for their science to catch up, they make up lies. Spirituality is the fear of the unknown. It's a belief. You cannot put a spirit in a jar. You have no machine that can tell you about some kind of spirit. There's no, because it does not exist. We worship and love dead people. We love Jesus. Jesus is dead. Muhammad dead. Prophet Noble Ali dead. Malcolm X dead. Marcus Garvey dead. Dr. King. We love and praise, and we have an obsession with dead people, and we even try to follow them. We have a connection to dead folks. I don't see why we just don't move into the graveyard and the cemetery, but we don't. That should tell you something. Now, Elijah Muhammad is another one of these persons that we follow. He's dead. Well, you see, Elijah Muhammad is really alive. Well, you see, fella, Jesus is really alive. Well, legally, they are missing in action because you have had no interaction with them at all. And legally, even legally under the law, if you have been missing in action over 7 years, you are declared legally dead until they appear. You talk about Jesus, but you don't never see Jesus. You're not talking to no Jesus. You talk about Elijah Muhammad, you have not seen Elijah Muhammad. You don't talk to Elijah Muhammad. The reason why we like dead people is because we can make them whatever we want. We can make Jesus say and do whatever we want. Elijah Muhammad is not here. You can make him say. You can make Malcolm say and do whatever. Dr. King. That's why we're so spiritual and love the spiritual, because we can make the dead and that which don't exist any kind of way that we want to make us happy. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. And that's what it's all about. Keeping you happy with your happy ass. You're so pathetic and so pitiful and so weak. You need to continue to get wisdom and intelligence from dead people. And most of these people that you get this information from are foreigners. The Holy Bible is a foreign book. There's no stories that come from America in the Bible. The Holy Quran is a foreign book. There's no stories about nobody that was born in America in the Bible. Well, you see, brother, I don't care. You can make, that's the thing about spirituality. You can take these books and these dead people and you can assume and make it whatever your little heart desire. You so smart. But then you're going to come to Angel Snub 7. You want to come to the Realist temple on earth. And you want me to believe that you're so smart, that you're so intelligent, but you need to follow dead people that don't exist no more. You need to get wisdom and intelligence from books of dead people from thousands of years ago. So, And the only thing you do is you plagiarize and you regurgitate the information that they left. These dead people and these dead ass holy books that you are obsessed with, that you foam at the mouth about. So, how do you think you impress me? When you depend on dead people. And so when you're dealing with the dead has a beginning and an ending. So during the time of George Washington, there's no car, there's no computer. His wisdom is relegated in that time period. So here you are, the reason why you can't progress and move forward because you are depending on a brain that is dead, that can no longer go past the time that it was made. Because dead people have a beginning and an end. And so they can't go no further. They can't say, they have no future. And this is why you stuck and continue to operate and you act like people from the past. You stop. Wherever Marcus Garvey stopped, that's where you stop. Wherever Elijah Muhammad stopped, that's where you stop. Wherever Malcolm X stopped, that's where you stop. Wherever Jesus stopped, that's where you stop. You can't go no further because there's nothing wrong with learning, getting information from the past. From your mother, your father, grandmother, grandmothers, grandfathers, cousins, whoever. That's not your problem. Your problem is you take the information and you stop. You and I are alive. We're supposed to take this information and move forward because we are alive until our time comes to an end. And that's what this ministry is about. Moving forward, not being stuck and trying to recreate a time period that no longer exists. So you have Hebrew Israelite people dressing up like sheep herders, or Moorish people trying to dress up like people the way they did way back in 1700 or 1800 or 1600, whatever. The Arabs, the black Muslims are trying to act like this is still 1400 years ago. So what's the sense of having your brain? We're dealing here with zombies. How the hell can you give me advice when you're dead? You're limited to what dead people and what you interpret dead people might and might not say. You can't think for yourself. You never hear from these persons and advise you to use logic, common sense, reasoning, and being analytical. That's not part of their repertoire. They want you to continue, they want us to continue to be spiritual, and being spiritual means you are mentally dead. Means you are limited. Meaning you have no use of your brain. Meaning you live in delusions and fantasy. And maybe that's the number one reason why you're on the bottom. And if you want to stay on the bottom, that's your prerogative. But don't expect all brothers and sisters to want to be on the bottom, or they think like you. So even though Angel Snuff Knob 7 may not be popular like you, there are still people who know there's got to be something better. And then when they hear Angel Snuff Knob 7, then they know there's something better.